this collection of, I don't know, books, photos, all this different stuff about Polish-Lithuanian Jews prior to World War II. And I was leafing through the card catalog, tell you how things change technologically so short in my lifetime, or my mother's lifetime. She's 93, and in your lifetime things are going to continue to change ever so much. So barely 19 years ago, and card catalogs in libraries were not computerized then. In fact, there was internet, or it wasn't as pervasive as it is now. And I'm leafing through these cards that are like index cards, and I see a listing it says that this guy's last name, Rubinsztajn. It said Letts, L-E-T-S, which is a Yiddish language that many East European Jews spoke. And then in parentheses it said mime, like what a mime artist is. Warsaw Ghetto. And I took the card to this librarian, archivist, and I said I was interested to see the photograph that was assigned to this card. And an hour later, out of some vault in the library, someone brought out a photograph, the original photograph, in a plastic sleeve of this guy standing there just like that with a beret type I've been wearing since I was your age in high school. And he has this ear-to-ear grin, one arm out like that, the other one on his hip. He's wearing what I describe as like a Western shirt with a zip, snap pockets there, a shiny belt buckle, black pants, which look kind of like narrowed down the way like a mime artist would wear it, and like shiny black shoes. At that point in time, I'd already looked at hundreds, maybe thousands of photographs about the Holocaust, and even since, all the years since, I've never seen anyone like what this guy was doing. So he's on a street in the Jewish district, in the ghetto. There's buildings behind him, 4 or 5 men are there. There's one of these rickshaw things. And he's like in this stance. He did mime in the streets of the Warsaw Ghetto, which astonishes me to this day. 19 years after I did the drawing or first saw the photo. And people were dying on the streets, dead bodies all over the place. People being hauled off by German soldiers and never seen again. So that summer, back in Seattle, after they mailed me the photo, which I ordered, that they would have made a print from. It's not like they had a negative. Also, again, the whole technology of film and photography has changed in the years since I did that, everything being on digital format now. I wrote the archivist, I said, who was Rubinsztajn? What was his first name? Where did he come from? And the archivist wrote, nobody knew his first name. He hailed from a Jewish village in the province around Warsaw. He was picked up by the Gestapo, the Nazi secret police, one day, and was said to have been beaten and to have lost his mind, lost his reason after that. And he was seen, it's either like August or early September 1942, when they were doing these big forced deportations out of the ghetto I mentioned, yelling in German, "Alle gleich," all are equal, which was evidently his kind of like rallying cry, where he would have been, they had this railway siding by one street and one side of the ghetto, and Jews were taken off and then never seen again. He would have been sent to Treblinka, where he was murdered. I've always felt, for me, kind of maybe because I'm an artist myself, I lived in Seattle's Pike Market for 19 years. In the summer months we have mime artists there, and I always like to think that well, I'm sure he would be astonished if he knew that an American artist, however many years later, it's like 67 years or something, had come across a photograph and depicted him in his memory. Also, again, to help prevent hate and other genocides in the future. Now, if you see the Roman Polanski movie called The Pianist, there's a scene in the movie where Polanski, the movie director, has blended 2 different historical figures together in one person. The person looks like this Jewish orphanage director in the ghetto named Janusz Korczak, who went with children into the to Treblinka. He has like a white goatee, beard, gray goatee, but he's standing there and yelling "Alle gleich" the way Rubinsztajn did. So interesting how a movie director also took this historical character and used him in a movie. Okay, thanks.